Dear students of class 9A and 9B, the last portion of this lesson, today I am going to teach you, then the teaching of this lesson will be completed and I shall give you some homeworks. Now the last point, religion. Religion, religion. During the Sangam age, the kings, they were virtuous. They had faith, belief on their respective god and goddesses, their deities. People in the Sangam age followed either nature worship or Hinduism as their religion. But the king performed, Vedic sacrifices. They took part in the yajunas because the Brahmins chanted Vedic hymns, uttered mantras of Sanskrit and Tamils. Both of the two languages they knew, Sanskrit and Tamil. The chief deities, as mentioned in my previous class, the chief deities were a group of gods collectively known as Tolkapayyam, and they consisted of Mother Goddess and Lord Kartikeya, Lord Parmal means Lord Vishnu, Lord of Rain, and Lord Indra and God of Rains. They were collectively known as Talkapayyam. And out of the above, Lord Murugan was the most popular deity among the Tamil people and ancient Tamils. And until today, this deity Murugan is very important there in Tamil Nadu. The ancient Tamil people had their own calendar which was similar to ancient Hindu solar calendar. Jainism and Buddhism also was flourished during the Sangam age because the ruler were tolerant rulers. That's why they allowed to practice the concept of Jainism and Buddhism. Because in my previous class I discussed some monasteries also were discovered from there, proved that the kings were tolerant and they allowed the teaching and preachings of Jainism and Buddhism during their age. Now music and arts. Now music and arts. During the Sangam age, music and arts played an important role in the society, and the form of music was vocal. What was the form of music? Vocal, instrumental, or both. The flute was the most popular instrument during Sangam age, flute. And the kings, the nobility, the princes, rich and general population were entertained by musicians, stage artists, and performers. In order to take part in various entertainments, in various programs, they just spend their leisure by way of getting them involved in this type of cultural functions and cultural functions which were organized by many artists, and they took part in it. Now governance. Monarchy was monarchy during the time of Sangam age. Monarchy was the accepted system. Monarchy was the accepted system of governance during the Sangam age. And the king was variously called Bendan, Ko, Erai, etc., etc. So the local chieftains were called Velis, and the eldest son enjoyed the right to succeed his father. That means the hereditary right also was introduced. They ascended the throne as per the rule of hereditary rule. And now the economic prosperity of the country, the economy of the country during Sangam age. The main economic activities of the people during the Sangam age were agriculture. People were fond of cultivating crops of different types. They were fond of weaving, they were fond of pearl fishery, manufacturing, and construction of various types of buildings and various types of uh, temples, buildings. Paddy being the most important crop served as a medium of exchange during the time, and internal and external trade also was flourished. Internal trade flourished, and external trade also was flourished. In addition to paddy, millets, grams, this type of sugarcane also were other commonly grown crops. They cultivated it and earned money. Both internal and foreign trade were strengthened because of better earning, much more earning. Caravans of merchants traveled from one place to another in order to sell their goods, in order to sell their products. The ancient Tamils used to follow the system of barter, means exchange system, and they also established trading relationship with the Roman Empire. And as a result of it, Roman merchants, they supplied goods and they imported some goods. Like imported item was paper, pearls, ivory, wine, these textiles, old gold ornaments. These were the items they imported from there. Exported item were pearl, ivory, not imported. Exported, how many exported items were there? The exported items or goods were pearls, ivory, textile and gold ornaments. These were the exported items. They exported from their country for other countries and earned money. And which goods were the imported goods? The imported goods were luxury goods like glass, coral, wine, and topaz. These were the goods they imported from other countries, from Rome, from the capital of Rome. The Italy was Rome. From Rome, from Egypt, and from other parts of the world. They imported it, and many Roman travelers, many Roman traders, they lived in the port of Karanon or Kottayam in Tamil land, because they decided to stay here because of their better earnings, better income. They already had established themselves as very rich traders. That's why they did not want to leave the country. They were very fond of spices, especially pepper. Other industries included, what were it? These were carpentry, fishing, salt making, and forestry, pottery, coke, making jam, and cutting, manufacturing of leather goods, and jewelry making, jaggery making. These are the important industries of during the Sangam age. And apart from this, construction of temples also were the other industries of Sangam age. Warrior was a famous center for cotton cloths. Shipbuilding was also an important occupation during the Sangam age. Guilds were very important institution as they defined rules of their trade, the rules and regulation of trade and commerce they introduced to follow, and they were bound, the traders were bound to follow the rules and regulations framed by the guilds. And the chief sources of income of the government were from land revenue, custom duties, tolls, tributes from valleys, and from the sale of forest products and pearl fishery. So these were the important, source of income during the age of the Sangam. The people earned money, a lot of money from different sources, and hence the economy during Tamil Sangam age was strengthened. The economy was the economy was stable economy during the Sangam age. The economy was stable, not unstable, because of their income, because of their business, because of their trade. They all were well established, self-sufficient, and very much prosperous in their respective fields. Those who earned money, they earned money and spent it for not only they spent it not only for the maintenance of their families, but also to take part in various cultural programs, and they enjoyed their lives by means of various types of recreative works, entertainments, and cultural programs. Up to this, my dear students, thank you.